You fucked it up. Plain and simple. You fucked it up. You took everything that the last one set up perfectly and you fucked it up. Good job, Sony. Good job. Welcome back to Animation Station. Welcome to the final review of our Ghostbusters marathon, and we're ending on a frozen dog turd. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire is trash. Is it the worst movie of the franchise? No, it is not worse than 2016. But it is undeniably another bad sequel. You know, at least with Ghostbusters 2, I could have some fun with it. There was a little bit of enjoyment here and there, and there were some moments I could point to like, oh, I remember that. I like that. This has almost none of that. And it's, once again, starting to prove to be the year of bad sequels. We had Megamind 2, Kung Fu Panda Boar, and now this. 3 bad sequels in just 3 months. What the actual hell? Let's just go into the written review. Here's my written review for the piece of crap that is Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Enjoy. Thanks, corporate. You ruined it. You took the great foundation of Afterlife and completely demolished it back to the same tired mediocrity. Pros. We finally get a good villain. That's the one thing I'll give this movie. We finally get a good villain with a cool design and a neat backstory and an interesting character. The one thing that Gozer was missing. We got it here. The villain is cool. I will give them that. It's a cool villain, and the villain is good in this movie, okay? I will give it that. And I think that's one of the pros that everyone else is saying about it when they review this movie, too. A decent concept, I mean, fighting against a monster that can literally freeze everything, like, unique for the franchise. I'll give it that. And one good performance from, apologies if I mispronounced this name, Kumail Nanjiani? I forget his name. He's the really funny guy from Stuber. He's the one good performance in this movie, and is the only time I actually managed to laugh, was whenever he had a line of dialogue. That's where the positives end. Because literally everything else about this movie is a huge problem. Oh, aside from Janine becoming a Ghostbuster, that was cool. I'll give him that. But the cons are literally everything else. The writing is bad. The worst of the franchise, I'd argue. The acting is poor. Unmistakably poor from a cast who should know better. The story is crap. Because we don't get the actual story that the marketing led you to believe we were going to get until the final 30 minutes. No, instead, it's family drama, the movie. Does that sound fun to you? Do you want to see freaking family members fighting and bickering for an hour and a half? That sounds like fun, then this is the movie for you. In other words, if you're a masochist who loves to torture yourself. Nothing happens until the final 30 minutes. Like, they try to have a big setup, and it just doesn't work. Most of the time, it just spins its wheels, wasting time talking about a bunch of other garbage that ultimately ends up never mattering in the overall ending of the movie. Over-reliance of legacy characters, especially Bill Murray as Peter Venkman, and one other one that I'm going to get to, but this is his worst performance as Peter Venkman. I get it. The man is old. The man's probably tired of playing this role, but, At least have some enthusiasm, man. Pointless cameos. I mean, Patrick Oswald from the Ghostbusters VR game is the librarian. Yay! And we get a reappearance of the library ghost from the first movie for 5 seconds. Yay! Agonizing pacing. This movie's slower than a slug. Zero consistency. Like, zero. Absolutely zero consistency anywhere throughout this movie. Like, one thing happens, and then another thing happens that makes you question the logic of what the hell just happened earlier. Yeah, that kind of inconsistency. The subplot of Phoebe getting sidelined is beyond infuriating. Yeah, like, how does that sound for a movie for you? After this great character proved herself in the first movie to be a capable Ghostbuster, what does this movie do? Just because the one deputy dickhead from the first movie is now the mayor, now she has to sit on the sideline while everyone else goes ghostbusting. Making pretty much all that freaking great plot and character development from Afterlife pointless. Does that sound like fun to you? Taking the one great female Ghostbuster from that movie and putting her on the sideline in favor of the mom character? That sounds like fun to you. I'm sorry, but I question you. Like, seriously. So freaking bad. Oh, and if you think that's bad, let's talk about the special effects. They're shit. This was the one consistent thing that that all these Ghostbuster movies had. They had good effects. They weren't always great, but they were good and sold the illusion well enough. Here, it looks even worse than the 2016 movie. I shit you not. It looks worse than the 2016 movie. Like, it looks so cheap and bad that a PlayStation 1 game looks more impressive in comparison. Yeah, it's that really bad CGI that you hear bashed about in a bunch of other really bad sequels. But this movie's biggest sin, Winston gets character assassinated. Like, take all that great development he had in the first movie and learning how not to be afraid, and the great little post-credit scene from Afterlife that showed how much that job meant to him and how it gave him the motivation to keep moving forward with his life and his personal goals, and throw it all away and turn him into just a skeptic that funds the ghost hunting just because. Stupid. You completely missed the point of his character. So yeah, Winston getting character assassinated is this movie's biggest sin. The product placement is almost as obnoxious as the 2016 movie. Everyone acts unforgivably stupid. Literally everyone. And the big final act from the overly revealing marketing is a rushed mess. Because it only has the final half hour to actually happen. And what happens when you only have 30 minutes to wrap everything up? Everything is rushed, logic is thrown out the window, any of the rules of this world are thrown out the window with it to show pure laziness. And you're just left dumbfounded. And rewatchability is non-existent. I never want to watch this again. Never again. Overall, after how much I loved Afterlife, this frozen dog turd was a massive slap in the face, and is yet another bad sequel in a year already plagued by bad sequels, when we're not even through the first damn part of it. We're not even through the first part of this year. If we have any more bad sequels, I'm gonna lose my shit. Dull, boring, monotonous, rushed, half-assed, passionless, and an absolute chore to sit through. I didn't want to believe the other critics on this one, but they were right. All the people that giving this 4s and below are 100% right. This movie is just as bad as they said it was. And I was stupid not to believe it. I thought, with Afterlife being as amazing as it is, maybe, just maybe I can be that one person that disagrees with critics and actually enjoy it. I can't. They were right. This is shit. This is garbage. This is terrible. I'm done. Final verdict for this trash is a 3 out of 10. Yeah, the same score I gave to Kung Fu Panda Boar. Because they both deserve a 3. Leave it buried in the snow to be skewered by ice spikes, and a big fuck you to the corporate boneheads for ruining all the good things that Afterlife perfectly set up. It was gift wrapped to you and shouldn't have failed, and yet you fucked it up anyway. Congratulations, corporate. Just screw all of this. And I stand by that this should have never been a franchise. We got one great movie, one really good movie, and then 3 piles of trash. Just watch the original, watch Afterlife. Do not waste your money with this crap. And yeah, it's going to be high on the most disappointing list, and probably pretty high on the worst list too. Probably even higher than Kung Fu Panda Boar. I'm done. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, share, and subscribe if you want, but I won't blame you if you don't. And I apologize for any of you I might have pissed off in the process with this review, but I built my channel on brutal honesty, and this is one of those times when it became a chore. Hopefully, the next movie I have to review that I'm actually excited for won't let me down. Because I don't know how many more bad sequels I can take in 1 year. We're already up to 3, and we're not even in April. Why do I feel like this year is about to turn into an endurance test? Whatever. See you guys next time. For Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2. Just please be good. That's all I ask. Please be good.